Purchased this 0.48 acres for just $2,880 in Livingston, Texas at a 49% discount and save $2,800 on this property. In a moment, I'm going to show you how we arrive at these numbers based on current market values so that it's easier for you to make an informed decision about buying property, raw land like this, regardless of where you buy it from. Very few people get this right. Quick side note, if the details on the video are too small, I'm going to point at things with my cursor. Then feel free to click on there's a button below the video that will expand it to full screen, or you can go to highvaluewholesale.com and just watch it there. You'll have to search for the property and then obviously expand it to full screen there. Hi, I'm Travis Lane Jenkins, and we specialize in selling valuable land at wholesale prices. In the next few minutes, I'll explain the details that should clearly tell you if this property is for you or not for you, based on your goals, how you would use it, and also the attributes of this property. So here's what we'll cover. A quick overview of the property itself and its attributes. I'm going to show you a view from a satellite. I'll explain why we're able to sell properties like this one so much cheaper than everyone else and why we do it. I'll also show you what similar properties are going for or have sold for, and this is known as comps, meaning comparables. When you take a similar type property and you get its current value or what it's sold for. So let's get started. Let me take you over to a tool called Parcel Fact. And so what I can do with this tool is I can look at the layout from a satellite. So right now I'm looking at a satellite view, and this red area on the map is actually 7 lots. In this video, we're offering 3 of the 7 lots, which equals right at 0.48 acres. I think it's a little bit more than that. It's closer to an exact ½ acre, I believe, although for this conversation and for the numbers, we're going to base it on 0.48 acres. Property is ideal for rural living. The power for once you develop this property, it has tons and tons of trees on it. Matter of fact, let me drill in a little closer so you can see that. So it's got lots of trees. There's a small fortune in the trees that can be timbered off of these lots here. So the property is right at, or the power is right at the street line, and all other utilities are close by, since you see that homes are there. This is an older subdivision out in a rural part of Polk County. In fact, if I pull out further, you can see that once you get out of this neighborhood down towards the bottom, this is the big thicket. It's still a pretty rural area. If I pull out even further, over here is Livingston. So there's the point on the map. There's Livingston, there's Lake Livingston right over here. This area is ideal for hunting, fishing, camping, off-roading, or just enjoying the quiet country life. So this is a much, much slower pace out here. Beyond the attributes of the location and other things that I've mentioned, this property is an excellent investment considering our selling price, meaning that you can sell it for more money the day you purchase it from us. Obviously, I can't guarantee that you can sell it for double, but as you'll soon see, the same exact types of properties that compared to this, comps are selling for almost double and considerably more than that, which should tell you everything that you need to know. And that doesn't even take into consideration the appreciation that's happening all around in this area if you decide to hold on to this property once you purchase it. Let me go to the map. I've went ahead and mapped to a few different places. You are basically 12 minutes away from Livingston. You're 5 minutes away from the local store for Bare Essentials. You're 6 minutes away from Big Thicket National Preserve and Sandy Trail. You are 24 minutes away from Lake Livingston. You're 12 minutes to 59, or what's known as I-69. You're 14 minutes away from downtown Lake Livingston, and you are 19 minutes away from St. Luke's Health Memorial Livingston, so the hospital. This entire area is set to increase in value due to all of the activity that's happening on the I-69 corridor that comes down from Canada all the way to Mexico. So I believe that this is a really good investment beyond the instant equity that I've mentioned. The restrictions are virtually non-existent in this area. Polk County has no restrictions, and they allow the neighborhood or the city to dictate those matters. This subdivision is pretty flexible. So the next thing that I wanted to cover with you is how we're able to sell our property at such a discounted rate. We've had some people say that they're concerned that there's something wrong with the property, which is not the case. Now, first and foremost, I highly recommend you do your research and verify everything that I have to say, and just make sure that the property suits what you're after. But our overall strategy is this: we sell property at a discounted rate. We have multiple tactics that we use to acquire off-market properties from landowners that no longer want the responsibility of the land. So quite often they've owned the land for decades, or they've inherited the land. And so we just make an offer to them, and we make it very easy for them to cash out. Each tactic, and this is just one of them, allows us to dramatically lower our cost of acquisition per acre, which in turn permits us as a company to turn around and sell it to you at a deeply discounted rate also. So it's virtually impossible to beat the prices that we're offering here. And that's what our business is about: quickly buying quality land and then selling it way below market values. This allows us to turn our money over much faster. Quite often we sell our land in a matter of days, and we make our money off of volume rather than trying to maximize and get every single dollar we can out of the property. Just think of how fast we move these properties when they're 50% of the comps. This places you in a strength of position as soon as you buy it, and this is completely different from how most real estate companies operate. They're trying to get the absolute largest amount or the most amount for their property, which there's nothing wrong with that. Our business model is just different, and that's why our properties are offered at such a intentional discounted rate. Let's go ahead and move on to the comps that I told you about. Okay, so I've taken some screenshots of properties that are being sold or they've sold. And so you see here 0.34 acres, $3,800. 0.22 acres, $2,800. 0.34 acres, $11,800. 9,300 square foot. So if you take 9,300 square feet that's listed on this property here and divide it by the 43,560 square foot of an acre, you get 0.21 acres. So this is 0.21 acres, and we put that into our spreadsheet. Just like this example is half an acre for $22.90. So another half acre for $5,000. 0.17 acres for $3,485. 0.13 acres for $2,978. So I'm sure you get the gist of what's going on here. We basically take all the comps in the area and we input them into a spreadsheet, and we get an average. Once we get the average cost or comp per acre, then what we will do is we will discount 30, 40, 50, and even sometimes 70% off of what exact comps are selling for in the area. Again, our business model is designed to turn over valuable property very, very quickly. So if this property speaks to you, take action now and go to our website at highvaluewholesale.com, locate the property listing, and click the buy button to make your down payment, and then we will take this property off the market. I hope this video was useful in helping you make a decision. one way or the other. Anyways, sending my best. This is Travis Lane Jenkins signing off for now. Take care.